I'm trying to use the tablespace mode of the DataPump API to export out everything in a tablespace, but it's picking up objects that are not in that tablespace. Is this a bug? The critical part here in this exercise was having a better definition of what an object's tablespace is. And we'll go through the demo and have a look and see why you can actually pick up objects that might not be in the tablespace that you're after. So I'm going to create a user called DP for DataPump. I'll give it DBA, which solves a lot of the issues, and connect as that. Let's create a table. So I'm going to create a table here called T. It's partitioned by list. It's going to sit in 4 tablespaces. These are just 4 random tablespaces I know exist on this database, and I'm simply put a row into each one. So each one of these partitions here has 1 row in it, but this table sits across 4 tablespaces. So as we can see, if we look at just this one, tablespace large TS, yes, the table is in here, and the partition is P large TS. If I want to get out just this partition worth of data, I should be able to export this tablespace. Let's give it a go. I'm just cleaning up my previous files, and this is the DataPump API. If you've never seen this, you can actually run DataPump from PL SQL. In fact, I should set this running, and then we can talk about it. And it looks very similar to what you do with the command line, just in PL SQL terms. I'm starting an export, then I'm adding the file in which I want to dump the file to. I'm adding a log file. I'm adding a filter here. And here's the filter. I'm saying I'm only using the DP schema, the one we're in, and I'm only interested in the elements that are in the tablespace called large TS. And as we saw, that was just one of the partitions. So this is finished. It's actually run DataPump in the normal way, created a pump file and a log file. Let's look at the log file. It exported a table called T, but it exported this partition. That's in the AskTom tablespace. It exported the one we want, large TS, but then it exported the segment in this tablespace. It exported the partition in this tablespace. That's obviously not what we want. It picked up information from other tablespaces. And if this had 1 billion rows in each tablespace, then obviously that's a massive amount of extra data. So what's going on here? The way partitions work is whenever you nominate a tablespace says, okay, does any partition for this particular table sit in this tablespace? Yes. That means I need the table, and it grabs the entire table. That's just the way the DataPump works. It says, okay, you've asked for anything in this table space. It's like get a distinct list of objects in this table space. Oh, T happens to be in here for some of its partitions. That means I need T, the whole lot. The question is, how can you fix this? Well, one of the cool things you can do is this requires a bit of planning in advance, but what you can do is nominate partitions as well when it comes to doing an export. So what you would have to do is, if you have a table which spans multiple table spaces, but you only want to get the partitions in this particular table space, this is all as before, but now I'm actually adding an extra filter saying this is the list of partitions for the table called T that I'm interested in. So we can set that running again. So we're doing the same thing, table space filter, but also we're doing now a partition filter. What this would mean in the real world is if you wanted to get a particular table space, you would need to do a little bit of advanced queries. Find out the list of partitions that are in that table space. Our DataPump's finished. And if we spit it out, we can see we only exported that one partition.